What's going on, everyone? Anthony Jr. here, and thank you for taking out time in your busy day to tune or to watch this video. Go ahead, if you get anything out of this video, hit that like button and subscribe and hit that notification bell as I see fit to make sure that I am sharing safety and health with everyone around the world. And remember, I want to collaborate with you. So if you are a safety professional, reach me by email. My email is safetyrealm@outlook.com, and that is in the description below. As well, make sure to go check out my podcast called The Safety Realm. Check it out. It's great. And again, I want to collaborate with a lot of the safety professionals out there. So please check that out so that I could interview you, whether it is by laptop, whether it is by podcast, so that we can get this information out to the world. Because I talk about everything safety. And it's up to us as safety professionals to help the next generation understand the need and how serious of a need we actually have for safety professionals in our society today and as the years go by. Now, in our last video in OSHA, Introduction to OSHA Part 1, or what is OSHA, I talked about what OSHA stood for, the actual acronym. I also talked about the numbers being reduced by 63% ever since the act was put into place in 1970. But today I'm going to continue to lay a foundation, and I'm going to also talk about OSHA again in Part 2 in OSHA awareness. OSHA actually, again, the act was put into place in 1970. But the administration that we hear about, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration that we hear about, that actually put out a book kind of like this. Now, this is what I got when I was in college. I took some classes there, and this is the book they gave us in regards to CFR 1926 standards in regards to construction work. And this book is loaded with standards. Just to give you all an idea of how this book looks. It's loaded with standards, and you're talking about pages after page after page. And the actual OSHA book itself that has a lot of the general industry is a little bit thicker than this book. This is a great book, by the way. I believe everyone that's a safety professional should get this book. You should have it. This should be a no-brainer. And if you're looking into getting into safety, you should definitely get this book. I will put the link in the description below for you. Now, when we talk about OSHA, the actual administration was put into play in 1971, 1 year post the actual act from 1970. So the administration was not actually settled at the exact same time that the act was actually passed out to the private sector, as far as in regards to U.S. citizens that have labor-intense jobs. Now, OSHA uses 3 basic strategies to help employers. Remember, you got to hear these key words: help employers reduce injuries, illnesses, and fatalities in the workplace. Number 1, OSHA uses enforcement that is strong, fair, effective. In other words, they follow through with what they have in the book I just showed you. They make sure they follow through with it. They're fair, but they also make sure that the actual standards that are actually in the book are being put into place in the work environment, and that is actually being done, therefore helping to protect working men and women like yourself. Number 2, they provide outreach, education, and compliance assistance. Remember, compliance assistance. Now, does that mean that they'll do random job audits? Absolutely. Depending on if they got a call or if they just know that there's a big business and they seen something driving by. I can't 100% tell you if they do that necessarily, but they do actual audits on jobs that are actually being done. Doesn't matter if you're in construction, general industry, doesn't matter. If you have a fatality, usually you have to call OSHA, and from my understanding, they'll come out and they'll look and they'll figure out what happened. How did this fatality occur? And that's when they will do a very thorough audit to figure out what was not done to keep this person or this human being from being in a situation to where they ended up dying. So they're here to help. And if you follow the rules to this book and the standards in this book, there is no hazard or no illness or no fatality that cannot be prevented. Number 3, OSHA utilizes partnerships, alliances, and cooperative volunteer programs. A lot of people don't know this. You can call OSHA and say, what do I need to do to have somebody come out to my job and inspect my business for hazards so that we can get better? At free cost to you, free charge. Again, volunteer programs. Again, compliance assistance. It's not just the education. They're going to do that. You can get your OSHA 10 online. You can get your OSHA 30 online. But they're going to give you the information that you need in regards to knowledge, in which a vocabulary which you can understand, which also we as employers have a responsibility to do as well if we are the ones actually conducting that training. Now, since 1970, due to the actual OSHA Act put into play, there has been an increase for the need of safety professionals. So if you are a college student and you're listening to this and you're trying to see, man, what can I do for a living? Do I want to get into safety? Yes, you do. It's a great, rewarding career if you have a mind to want to serve and to actually help people be safe. If you have that mindset, I guarantee you, you'll grow in your career. You'll just go up the ladder, because people will see that you're passionate about what you do. So there's a need for safety professionals. Go to school and get your education to become the next safety man or safety woman. And also, OSHA assigns responsibility, as I stated, of enforcing the standards that they implement. What this means is they will do what they call inspections or audits, as I stated. That means they're going to follow through with the standards that they have in place. Now, if they come out to a job, they also do have the right, okay, that the administrative representative of OSHA has the right to say, this is not right, that's not right, I'm giving you a penalty or a citation for that. They have the right to do that. They cannot tell you how much the penalty will cost. They will take that paperwork, give you a copy, and take that paperwork. They may not give you a copy, but they'll take that paperwork and tell you what they found. And if they give you a citation or a penalty, they will take that paperwork back to their organization, the administration that they are employed by. And that safety director or whoever's in charge will be the one that will give you the cost of that penalty or citation. Here's the deal. You want to get a range, I can give you a range. I can't tell you the exact amount. It depends on the severity of the hazard. The range is in between. Listen to this. This is more of a reason for you to tell the people you work with, be safe. The range of a citation or a penalty from OSHA ranges from $0 to $500,000. That's $500,000, people. So if you don't have any other motivation to just really buckle down and understand safety and comprehend it and make sure that it's implemented in your workplace, if you are a businessman, a businesswoman, if you are listening to this video and you own a Fortune 500 company, don't waste your money by getting citations and penalties from OSHA. Follow the book, follow the procedures and the rules that are put in place to help protect you and your employees, and you will have a safe work environment. Well, that's all for today, and thank you all for listening to this video. God bless you. Until next time. Peace.